So I know I'm a little slow with this news because this judge was expelled at the end of February. He was expelled because of his reversal on a judgment. Now, this girl back in 2021, it was a graduation party. She was 16 years old. She was passed out, and she said she woke up to a person putting a pillow over her face. And from and then he was essaying her, and she couldn't do anything about it, and she was just fighting to try to get this boy off of her. And so this went to court, and this boy got some time in jail, but a year later this judge overturned that conviction. He ruled from the bench, but this was already done. The court proceedings happened, and the boy in this case was actually charged. So here is the perp. This is the one that was holding the girl down with a pillow. She said, I asked him to stop multiple times and he wouldn't. I finally got off the couch and pushed him off of me, and he jumped up and just started playing video games as if nothing had happened. Imagine that. Just a normal day now. That is the blatant, like, audacity of some of these people, the entitlement to women's and girls' bodies. This girl was passed out, and this person thought that he could just do whatever he wanted to with her.
Cammie Vaughn was 16 when she learned she'd have to fight. It was May 2021 in rural Quincy, Illinois. Cammie says she drank at a party, fell asleep on a couch, and woke up to someone she didn't know holding a pillow over her face.
I couldn't really see anything, and I couldn't breathe good because once I understood this man is raping me, I kind of pushed him off me, rolled off the couch, and I leave the room and went immediately crying and telling my friends what had just happened.
The investigation and three-day bench trial were swift, with 8th Judicial Circuit Court Judge Robert Adrian convicting then 18-year-old Drew Clinton of criminal sexual assault. The charge carried a minimum sentence, 4 years in prison.
What did you think when you heard the guilty verdict?
I mean, I was extremely happy that the man who assaulted me would be going to jail, be going to prison.
Then, in January 2022, a stunning pivot at the sentencing hearing.
You reversed your own ruling.
Yes.
According to court transcripts, Judge Adrian said about Clinton, quote, this happened when this teenager, because he was and is a teenager, was 2 weeks past 18 years old, adding he has no prior record, none whatsoever. By law, the court is supposed to sentence this young man to the Department of Corrections. This court will not do that. That is not just. Then, calling the 5 months Clinton had already served in jail, quote, plenty of punishment, Judge Adrian found Clinton not guilty.
There was no new evidence. Nothing new to make him change his mind. It was like getting slapped in the face.
According to transcripts, Adrian continued, we have people, adults, having parties for teenagers, and they allow co-eds and female people to swim in their underwear in their swimming pool. They provide liquor to underage people, and you wonder how these things happen. Well, that's how these things happen. The court is totally disgusted with that whole thing.
And what's going through your mind?
I had to leave the courtroom. I couldn't be in there. I mean, I was broken.
For nearly 2 years, Facebook groups and petitions called for Judge Adrian's removal, accusing him of reversing his ruling to keep Clinton out of prison despite believing he was guilty. Protests plagued his re-election campaign.
Clinton was not guilty,
which he won. Then, late last year, a rare hearing with the Illinois Courts Commission, the state's official oversight board.
That commission has now removed you from the bench.
Yes.
Today, Judge Adrian stands by his reversal, now saying he did it after revisiting the evidence.
I revisited the whole evidence because I can do that. It's a bench trial. It's not a jury trial. So I get to look at the whole evidence again. And so once I did that, I saw that I'd made a mistake.
His story now, that he reversed his ruling not because he disagreed with sentencing laws. He says he no longer believed Drew Clinton committed assault.
I didn't explain my not guilty ruling because in order to do that, I would have had to say, well, I didn't believe her.
You don't believe her?
Yes, I didn't believe her. I would have had to say that in court. I didn't want to say that.
What's wild about this story is Judge Adrian was actually the one that found him guilty. It says Judge Adrian had found Clinton guilty of essaying Cameron Bond, then 16, while she was unconscious at the 2021 graduation party. However, when it came time to sentence the convicted SE actual predator, the judge had a sudden change of heart. Adrian testified he felt Clinton, having already served nearly 5 months in county jail while his case worked its way through the court system, had already served his punishment. And that's why it's pretty wild that this judge is then calling her a liar. He had second thoughts about this boy's innocence or whatever, and then basically made a cop out to where he called her a liar. This dude is a liar. That's the reason why I scribbled over the honorable Robert Adrian, because this was not honorable. And calling a girl a liar after court, after she had her day in court, was not something honorable to do. And he deserved to be removed from the bench.
Intentionally subverted the law, then lied about it under oath to serve his own interests, adding they don't accept his contention that he made a mistake in finding Clinton guilty. And, quote, to any reasonable person, Adrian was refusing to sentence Clinton to a mandatory prison term because he did not believe prison was a just sentence under the circumstances.
This fight became about the judge.
Yeah.
Cammie, now 18, maintains she was assaulted.
The commission said you lied. Are they wrong?
They are wrong.
Okay.
They're totally wrong. The judge should have discretion on whether or not they sentence somebody to the
Not beyond the
Department
bounds of the law.
Huh?
Judges have discretion, but within the limits of the law.
Right.
And the commission found
Right.
that you circumvented the law, not wanting to send him to prison.
The commission didn't look at the evidence in the case. And if they would have looked at the evidence in the case, then they would have seen that he was not guilty. But they didn't want to do that because they knew they'd be facing the mob that I've been facing the whole time, and they didn't want to do that. So it's simpler just to sacrifice a poor judge.
You feel like you were sacrificed?
I do.
Clinton declined comment for this story, but through his attorney still maintains his innocence. For Cammie, now a high school graduate and still grappling with nightmares, winning one fight helps.
Is this a form of justice?
Yes, to me it is. He does not deserve that power over people.
Maggie Vespa, NBC News, Quincy, Illinois.
Let me know what you think about this story, the whole good old boys situation where they are going to bat for their other predators, if you will. And this is one of the reasons why gRape culture persists, because top to bottom, these MFers are protected, and they're protected for a reason, because there are too many other peen havers in charge, too many other peen havers that can deny justice to women and girls. Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what you think about this one. And don't forget to like, comment, and share.